The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
It's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're going to talk about, man, your boy Dawgface say that your boy QCP sent the blitz at him. And, man, he had to handle one of them dudes. Let's jump straight into it.
With pistols, I'm going to say carjacking. Because I was in my old school. I'm going to say he was trying to carjack, but it didn't work out for him. I ran over and kept it moving, you feel me? So that's just what it was. But
Now, do you think that was something random, or were you targeted, or?
no, it wasn't random. It was a target. Because I had just gotten into it with a guy earlier that night at a club in Buckhead, Whiskey Mistress. So it was a planned thing.
Now I just turn around, son. We squared up. We facing each other now, right? Now I'm looking through my peripheral vision because it's QCP. I know he just sold quality control. I know you're worth $200-300 million. I know you're not here by yourself trying to confront me. It's your city too. It ain't my city. I ain't the kind of motherfucker who think because I live in Atlanta that Atlanta is my city. This is his city, right? At least on the surface of it, right? So I'm like, what's up? He's like, man, don't they call you Dawgface? So now I got an anger problem now. So now I'm like, nigga, why you know who I am? Front me with him, even though I don't know who he is at that point. Man, your name Dawgface, right? I'm like, yeah. I said, man, why you asking me all these questions? What's happening, man? What you know who I am? You wouldn't be stopping me. What's happening? He said, I was just trying to figure out why you always talking about me on YouTube. Why you always calling me a rat? I said, because you weak rat. Because I have been doing YouTube content on him for the better part of 6 months, me and OG Freeze, right? So I'm talking to him. So while I'm talking to him, yeah, man, what's the problem? He's like, man, I'm just trying to figure out why dog always calling me a rat. And Freeze like, nigga, you is a rat. What you mean by be calling you a rat? You a rat. You ratted on Stunner. Freeze no Stunner. He knew Stunner from back in the day before he even went to the joint. He knows Stunner whole family, right? So like, nigga, you is a rat. We calling you a rat. This is a problem? If it's a problem, what's happening? Like, no, it ain't no problem. There ain't no problem. He's like, all right, okay, that's what we thought, right? I said, let's go, dog. I turned around, we walked out.
A huge deal where he sold the company for like 300 million.
Yeah.
I guess I don't understand why someone in that financial position would go and send a couple of crash dummies to go rob you, which ultimately would lead back to him. I just don't see that happening.
So.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though?
I get you, but watch this.
Okay.
Just walk with me, right? Just walk with me. Stand right here and just walk me when I walk.
Okay.
The one thing, see, people who are in the world of entertainment, who have money, power, and access, they try to convince the general public that they are above paying attention to the little people in life, right? I don't pay attention to you. Who are you? YouTube is a whipping stick, and the people who you think are not paying attention are paying attention. The people who you think or you would believe have millions of dollars, power, access, can flatten the planet, you believe they ain't paying attention. Those are paying attention.
Pierre, before he was QCP, he a street nigga. So all of the instant forgiving that they're trying to associate with him not being a street nigga, with him being a civilian, P was not a civilian. I'm not even gonna, I guess if he can say that he's not a civilian now, I guess if he can say that he wasn't in the streets and that he's not a civilian, that he is a civilian, I guess we can say, or we can offer evidence to support the fact that he was. P was in the game, he was in the streets. All of his associates were in the game, in the streets, the highest level of the game in the city of Atlanta.
Now, I remember hearing about this incident, a while back, but they never put a name on it. And Dawgface never put a name on it neither, but he just confirmed it that prior to this incident, hours before this, he had an incident with QCP. And for those of you that don't know, one thing that a lot of people like about Dawgface and a lot of people that don't like about Dawgface is he spoke his mind. He speak his mind. And being that, he been on the scene in Atlanta for quite some while, even before he took off on the internet, he know a lot of Atlanta secrets. And apparently he knew a little bit more details than the internet knew about the QCP situation. And for those of you that don't know, I can give you a rundown of at least what I know of what the internet know. Apparently QCP had a real serious issue with a dude in the A. And apparently, I guess he dropped one of QCP partners or whatever it was. And, he was trying to get at P or however it went. But P went and pressed charges and told the police. And I guess Dawgface knew the dude that he had pressed charges on it. You know, he was letting it be known that QCP was a rat. He was also letting it be known that it was another dude that was close to Lil Baby that was a rat. So you gotta start moving smart, Dawgface, right? You think that you're gonna be able to go around to state exposing people dirty laundry, and you don't think that people gonna have a problem with you, approach you, or send somebody at you? You know what I'm saying? If he would have sent, I mean, supposedly you say QCP, but if dude wouldn't have sent no rookies and he would have sent the real team, bro, they could have really did you in at that gas station. You know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show you, man, that I personally feel like with Dawgface is the reason why he's gonna always get so much flack and so much hatred for getting on this internet and doing what he been doing recently is because he didn't start off like that. When Dawgface came home from prison, he went back to getting money in the streets. He was a OG. He was never playing with this internet stuff. So now that he's into this internet stuff and he's getting paid off of it, and he see that he got a career with it, he's forgetting about his street dude principles that got him where he's at so far. Dawgface didn't get to where he got off no internet. He got that off being a street dude. So everybody in Atlanta knows Dawgface for being a street dude. Everybody in Detroit, Pontiac, they know him for being a street dude. As he present himself with this YouTube personality, dudes ain't respecting it. Dawgface in the streets would have never threw QCP up under the bus. Dawgface in the streets would have never threw Doug and Peasy, none of that. He'd have kept it in the streets. But because he's making money off of this entertainment, this internet, you know, he's going with his move. But like I say, the case is over with. You know, he got self-defense, but this can still be turned into a more serious situation. He alleged that QCP sent somebody at him because he was clowning him for being a snitch and a rat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a serious crime. Not to mention, if it is true, you know what I'm saying, QCP can actually be charged with, you know, the loss of due. So it's like this. If I send you to go do something and it turns out somebody lost their life in the commission of a crime that I sent y'all to do, I could be charged for that. Anytime somebody lose their life in the commission of a crime, you can be charged with that. And a lot of times you will be. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with Dawgface, man, always remember this, man. A lot of dudes in the A is about to look at you real sideways now because of this, man. And like I'm going to say again, you got to learn how to pick and choose what you're going to do. If you want to be on the internet and just continuously to be on the internet, bro, more power to you. I think you're an entertaining dude. You put on for Pontiac and Michigan and Detroit. Hey, man, I rock out with you. But dudes still look at you like street dudes, and you still present yourself to be in the streets. You still in the hood. You still in the trenches. And that's not going to work, man. You got to pick your lane, man, and go ahead and go with it. But like I say, man, you know, I felt like Dawgface just took it a little bit too far with saying QCP name. Even though it's a closed case as self-defense and all of that, it could turn out to be more than that. But at the end of the day, do the content creator now. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace, positivity, network growth. Let's save these kids. It ain't never too late. But, man, your boy Dawgface, man, just really confirmed and threw QCP up under the bus that he sent some flunkies at him. And, you know, Dawgface had to handle it. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
The D, man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media. You feel me?